Clock in, clock in. Black Goddess just walked in.
Yeah. He already dead, it ain't no need to check his vitals, bitch. He already dead, it ain't no need to check his vitals. Yeah, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. Let go, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. Yeah, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. Let go, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. He dead.
Team Black Goddess, stand up, man. Yo. Now, y'all, we got another video with Young Thug. If y'all don't know what's going on right now, basically Young Thug wants out of the case. You feel me? Now, I don't know if y'all seen this video that I made, and this video was regarding, you know, the laws on, you know, charging somebody with gang-related activities. You feel me? Now, I do got a couple corrections to make in the video, but for the most part, that bit do make sense. So tap in if you ain't already tap in. But y'all, if y'all don't know, Thug is being charged for a lot of situations it don't look like he was actually involved in, which makes it kind of, you know, crazy. But he does have his own situations. And from what I've been looking at and what I've been seeing, bro, it's looking like if Thug cannot be proven guilty of his actual charges that like he was in and he committed, bro, it's gonna be damn near impossible to charge him with gang related, you know what I'm saying, activities if the charges he's involved in, he end up beating those charges. You know, I'm just putting that out there, you feel me? Don't take my information over your lawyer's information or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, hey, you hear me? But let's watch this video of him trying to withdraw himself from the case.
The adjustment to the contract, new contract, whatever you would like, the terms of payment will be $5,000 a month through the duration of the trial. Now, if this trial ends in a mistrial and you're going to schedule another one, the end of this trial, Mr. Williams will be withdrawing. So if there's going to be a whole nother one, new attorney, that's, you know, that's on them. But for the duration of this trial will be $5,000 a month. Did I get that right?
Yes, Your Honor. We still, you know, would want.
Hold up now. Who the hell is paying $5,000 a month? Is she saying Young Thug is paying $5,000 a month? Whoa.
Her to formally go through the process of withdrawing as an attorney would. We are just telling her that, you know, typically our expectation with any private attorney is that they stay with the case throughout the duration of the case, regardless of if there's a mistrial, that they would stay on. We understand in her particular circumstances, we're not going to object or have any issue with her withdrawing once this trial is completed, if that's what she wants to do, and her client's okay with that.
Yeah, of course, there's some other variables that need to be addressed. So we can cross that bridge when if we get to it.
And go ahead. There was one other thing that Ms. Glazer and I were discussing that we've given you what we agree upon today.
Okay.
One thing that's still discussing is, as in the statute, the GPDC can come to the county and ask for additional money. That for perhaps some of the parts of the trial where it would be extremely beneficial for Mr. Williams to have another attorney with her, if the GPDC at that point would be willing to ask the county to step in. And it would be up to you all. You said, you know, no, yes, no, that's up to you guys, but they would ask for that. And we've not been able to agree upon whether they would be willing to make that we will request portion of the agreement.
Yeah, I mean, we can certainly look at that. That's, of course, through Superior Court Administration. Yep. And it's not in the realm of a reality for an ask, because as you all pointed out, Mr. Williams is the only attorney on representing Mr. Ryan, and that poses some challenges in and of itself. And this case has gone on a while, and it's not a marathon. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So yeah, so you do need to kind of, I mean, I could see some situations where it would be helpful for her to have some support. Okay. So, I mean, so if that's something you all wish to explore, we certainly, from the Superior Court side of the administration, we'll certainly see what we can do to facilitate that.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I will tell you, Your Honor, that we were just saying that we're not committing to anything as far as that wasn't something that we had resolved necessarily. We are going to have a separate conversation with Mr. Williams after court as far as what support we can potentially provide outside of what we're agreeing to today.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's just something, an additional thing we are discussing. We have put on the record what is agreed upon.
So what you have agreed upon, just to make sure I understand, is that you'll reform the contract to reflect your understanding that it's $55,000.
We're actually going to pay an additional. We're going to have it be where it's $5,000 a month regardless. So it'll actually be, I think, at $60,000 instead
Yes.
cap, just so that there's no disruption of payment. We want to make sure that she continues to be paid. So we are going to reform the contract to make it clear what the original intention was, but to make sure she is paid that $5,000 every month.
And then there's a renewal, and you include the renewal provision that.
It will be through the duration of the trial.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So that you'll make it clear.
Yes.
As to the understanding of both parties.
And when that contract is agreed and reached, we will provide it to the court and ask that it be made an exhibit, part of one of
Okay.
the court's exhibits.
All right. Okay. Well, in terms of if you all have come to an agreement, then I will certainly at this point in time, I'll deny the motion to withdraw. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay, honestly speaking, I really didn't understand a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. As much as I was trying to understand what's going on, the only thing I pretty much got out of that is not what I seen in the title. You feel what I'm saying? I basically got that somebody is trying to be paid $5,000 a month is gonna equal up to like $55,000-$60,000. I'm trying to figure out who is this money coming from and who is this money going to. Is they paying the state attorney or are they paying their lawyer? You dig what I'm saying? If you know what they was specifically talking about, please let me know in the comments below. Cause I really wasn't sure. Cause they just, I don't know why sometimes they just use extra long sentences to explain the most simplest thing. I don't know if it's purposely to confuse people or is it just to make people bored and not care of listening, bro. But in all reality, bro, I bet you what they were saying was something completely simple with just long ass terms to it. You dig what I'm saying? Now, I don't know what I'm about to do right now because I do want to get some sort of understanding of what the heck we just watched, bro. So you know what I'm finna do? I'm finna try to find a video. Hopefully academics, kind of broke this down. Hell yeah, let's go see what Act had to say about this situation.
Let's start with the first and foremost. So, in court today, and let me see if I could go to Long Crime and find it. In court today, here we go.
High speech.
Give me 1 second, then I'll introduce the topic. Okay, that's not there. Let me do 11 Alive. If not, it's on my Instagram page. I know for sure. But I want to watch the whole thing with y'all.
This
4 hours ago. Nah, it don't look like we're gonna get it. It would have to be here, but
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. But she got her mom and her baby now. Okay. All right. And what's the number? We stay in the new townhouses in Somerdale. And she stay in building C, but I'm not for sure what the apartment number is.
okay. So this might have the call in question. So what happened today in court is that, the prosecutor's trying to build this case against Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, but primarily not only him, but the entire group that they believe fall under him, under YSL, the gang. They're describing that these guys have been violent for over a decade. They've also been in a gang for over a decade. I believe the earliest thing that they list in the indictment, which are I think they call events or whatever they call it. I think it's like 2014 or maybe 2012. But they're not charged for everything that's listed. Some of these things are just supposed to be like historical facts to help prove that they're gang members or that they've been violent, right? So for example, Young Thug, they're claiming that there was a shooting, and I believe the shooting was either in 2013 or 2012. And they're saying Young Thug shot up Cleveland Ave, right? And him shooting up Cleveland Ave, he's not charged in this indictment for that. right? Actually, I think he did get locked up for it, and I think he beat that case, right? So you're probably saying, well, if like ain't that double jeopardy? If you beat the case once, they accuse you of shooting up some shit. You beat the case once. Why are they bringing it up again? Well, they're not bringing it up again to charge him with. They're bringing it up back again to establish a factual basis of what they believe he's been a violent gang member, okay? Now, what you're going to hear is 911 calls from that particular incident, right? And that particular incident, you're going to hear people describe the shooting, describe whatever, and there's one individual that's going to actually name Young Thug, right? Here we go.
Yeah. But you said be able to see when you coming around, you come through the gate.
Okay, so who was shot?
I have no idea, babe. I promise I can't tell y'all that. I don't know. All that I know she came.
By the way, here's another thing that's going to be interesting. When you hear these 911 calls, and this is why it's important to play them in court, you're hearing citizens that live on Cleveland Ave. By the way, it's really Cleveland Ave, you know, but these niggas, they're big bloods, so they change all the C's to B's. You're going to hear citizens of these communities basically, like, they're in fear. Like, they're reporting a crime that committed, but most of them are going to say, yo, I don't really, hey, yo, y'all go check it out. Like, I'm just letting y'all know, leave me out of it. Yo, go check it out, but don't come to my house afterwards. You know what I mean? Like, basically, they wanted the police to investigate this stuff, but they didn't want the police to identify them as the person who called or somebody who was blowing a whistle. Why? Clearly, Jeffrey Williams, a.k.a. Young Thug, runs Cleveland Ave, and if niggas is snitching, you know what's going to happen, okay? Wipe the nose, niggas is dead, all right? That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Anyway,
crazy, man.
So this is what you're hearing.
She came to my house and told me that the guy that shot somebody named Young Thug, what it's supposed to be, shot somebody and the guy is in her house. So I don't know how y'all can do that. I'm trying to get her out the house, but she wants the phone now.
Okay, all right. Okay, so you saying the female won't answer the phone?
I just tried to call her phone. And she got her baby and her mama now.
Okay, all right. And do you want to leave your name or number?
No.
Okay.
Please don't call me back.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
she know my children. No.
Okay, all right.
I want to come back and retaliate against things.
Okay, what's the apartment or the duplex name?
They Summerdale townhouse. Not the old Summerdale, they the new one.
Okay, is there a gate code to get in?
Let me call it now. You got to have a gate code get in, but the back gate is open.
Okay.
Everybody's standing out here.
Okay, we'll get somebody out.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get her out the house on the mama, but they want the phone now.
Okay.
She don't know what to do, she panicking.
Okay, but she's in the building C, correct?
Building C, when you come around when you come through the gate, come around, but I'm not for sure what the number is on her apartment number.
All right, we'll get somebody out, okay?
All right, please don't tell us how to make the call.
Yes, ma'am. They won't call you back, and I don't.
You hear, don't tell them I made the call, right? Which,
Hold up. I don't know, bro. Like, bro, me personally, bro, I can't say I'm the smartest apple on the tree, but I damn sure ain't the stupidest motherfucker on that motherfucking tree now. You know what I'm saying? And even though the call honestly does sound terrifying in certain parts of the conversation, but certain parts, it sounds sort of premeditated. Like this was a planned phone call. You dig what I'm saying? Like if y'all want to know what I mean by planned phone call, a phone call to make Thug look bad. Honestly, bro. And you know the reason why I'm saying that is because her constantly saying, please don't let them know I made this call because of my fear of retaliation. You dig what I'm saying? And if you know about the system, bro, the biggest way to get charged with something is if somebody says they were in fear. Like that's the number one go-to word when it's, oh yeah, this person was in fear. You dig what I'm saying? And then on top of that, somebody got shot? And you're scared to give your location? You're scared to even let it be known it was you that called? Knowing that there's always going to be a possibility your name is going to get leaked, or not even just your name, whoever you were, bro. The streets talk, bro. Straight like that, the streets talk. So if I was to say she's completely in fear, bro, she sound like one of my aunties who keep that 30 on them. She sound like one of my aunties who keep a shotgun on the back porch and on the front porch. One of my aunties that ain't scared of nothing. She sell frozen flips in the hood. She sell pickle eggs. She sell bags of chips, everything. And she sell a little bit of weed in the hood. You dig what I'm saying? But hey, I'm only that young dude from the trenches, I guess. You dig what I'm saying? But like, let me know if I'm tripping, y'all.
I think that's going to ring, again, by the way, if you don't know what the jury is made up of, the jury, I believe, is like 8 black people of color. So 8 black people on the jury. I think there's a bunch of women. I think there's more women than men. But still, even if you're like, oh, well, more black people on there, like, they're going to let Jeffrey off. They love his music. Well, you got to realize these are people from these communities, right? Like, and they probably know, like, obviously, these are people who probably ain't like 10-time felons, this and third.
Yeah.
So they probably, probably identify with somebody who's like, shit, there's crime and all this type of shit fucking up your community, making you feel in fear.
For sure.
You don't want to go outside.
For sure.
So now, these calls are probably making them like,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Bro, Ak is completely right, bro. And on top of that, these are females too. He said majority females. It don't, bro, color really doesn't matter. And I would rather trust, a mixture of Caucasian, Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? I would rather a mixture. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, women are extremely emotional. We know that, bro. And just by hearing this phone call alone, and say you don't know certain characteristics of people, all you know is, damn, this dude sounds like a bad person. Simple. Hell no. He sounds vicious, and it looks bad. It looked terrible, and I don't know, bro. I'm just an evidence type person, but I can honestly admit, bro, like, this shit sound bad in certain parts to me, off of knowing what I know. And you did.
All right, thanks. All right.
Is that Yak Gotti over there? But that was like
Your Honor,
a
just
preacher in there, don't know.
Record. I will move, for purpose of this motion, the transcript that everybody has, I assume, is using, unless you already did that.
Your Honor, I prefer that the call speak for itself, and the transcript is not pertinent to and not evidence of what's on the call. So
What's the purpose of the transcript, Mr. Steele?
For the record, Your Honor, and it assists us in talking about it, and I served it on the state Friday. Didn't hear back any issues, so like any other transcript, I understand the recording is the evidence for purposes of motion, but it would assist me in the argument.
I'll admit for a 104 determination at this point.
And I'll mark it, Mr. Williams, number A, if that's okay, since it's a motion, Your Honor, dated today. And I'm going to give it to the court.
Okay, I'm trying to get to if he tries to explain. By the way, this is Young Thug's lawyer, Brian Steele.
Yes, you may.
Here we go.
If you don't mind, and you have to wrestle with and make a decision on confrontation clause implication, then, and only then, if you do say that I've failed in my effort to say that this is testimonial, then you have to look at the statutory hearsay evidence and whether there is an exception to the general rule that hearsay is not admissible. The state this morning filed a brief that I read right before your honorable court began the proceedings, or a response, I guess. And they said that if...
Okay, so by the way, what this appears to be is that this appears to be not in front... Usually when you're seeing all these motions, the jury's not in court. So it looked like, and they tell the jury, you can't watch nothing, so they're supposed to not see this. So it looks like the state wants to introduce this audio, and Brian Steele, who's representing Young Thug, is like, hell nah, we don't want this shit up in court. The fuck is you talking about?
Hell no.
They're arguing a few things. Yo,
Yeah.
yes, it's a 911 call, but when we now played in court, right?
It's no
And again, it's nothing that he's charged with. It becomes almost testimonial, which, you know, is that person going to show up to court and go testify to this stuff, or we're just going to play a 911 call, right? Because anybody could call 911 and say any goddamn thing, right? So, you know, he's fighting for this not to really be played in court, it appears.
And the court does not find excited utterance or present sense impression under the hearsay statute to be met by the state. They then ask for the court to wrestle with 24-8-807, which is the residual clause to hearsay exception, but that cannot be used because the state never gave pre-hearing notice that they were going to use that exception, and that exception is rarely used, and I'll give you those cases.
Okay.
Says immediately after that this is not emergency, she states the guy that shot the guy over here off Cleveland Avenue, he's in my friend's apartment, and she's panicking. She don't know what to do. 911 operator said, what's going on? The unknown caller says, the guy, I guess, she's speculating. Somebody must have shot somebody over here where I stay at over in Summerdale, but you cannot come to my house or through my house. So what she is saying is, she is repeating information that she doesn't know if anyone got shot, but she guesses that, assuming that, and we really don't know the basis. Maybe she knows it because she was told it by the neighbor. Maybe she knows it because she heard it on the news. Maybe she really never knew it at all, but saw police officers in her apartment complex. So this is something where we ask this honorable court to analyze, is this really an emergency? And the reason I say that is because the caller is also not...
Okay, it looked like the lawyer's literally saying the same thing that I was saying. And it's like, we don't know if it was premeditated or not. We don't even know if it was a real damn call shooting. Nothing. He wasn't charged with it, you know? But if it is played in front of the jury, it does sound terrible, guys, for sure. As much as I want to finish this video, you guys, I got somebody to tend to. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments below, man. Act your clutch, my dude. That's one of the go-to people I go to, man, when I want to hear some real opinions. You feel me? Because he's not ever biased or nothing, and he keep that shit real, no matter how you feel, bro. But yeah, man, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments below, man. Free Thug, man. Free Thug. Hopefully he's not out here really doing what he's accused of doing. And right now, I guess he's innocent until proven guilty, bro.
Bring my bread right now. Bring my money, nigga. Bring my bread right now.